Discover Ramona, where we showcase the people, places, and businesses that make it the best place to live. I'm your host, Valley, and I'm here with my co-host, Jan Ryan. What's up, Jan?
Hi, Valley.
Jan, I'm so excited. Your yearly Remax balloon ride. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, if you want to see Ramona from the sky, this is your opportunity. Come on down. On August 1st, Friday, we have the Remax Balloon Glow, which is awesome. At night, in the dark, the whole balloon glows.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then Saturday and Sunday morning, starting at around 7:30, we give free Remax balloon tethered rides.
Oh, my gosh.
Till about 10 or till the wind comes up. But it's our way of giving back to the community. We appreciate everybody there that has supported us, but it's open to the public and free next to the fairgrounds.
How much fun. I mean, you really can't do that very often. It's one of those once in a lifetime kind of experiences. And you guys offer so close in Ramona. It's great.
It's so fun. And we need people, if you're around early or after, to put the balloon up and take it down. That's super fun.
Oh,
so
cool.
Give me a call.
Speaking of fun, you have brought us a new guest today. Who'd you bring?
Today I have brought Tommy Perfect. He's COO of Uplift Property Management and Managing Broker. So I'm excited to have him here.
Bring him on.
Let's bring him in.
Hi, Tommy. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So you're the COO of Uplift Properties, right? Is that saying right? It's Uplift Properties?
Uplift Property Management.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about your business, a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so we manage property management, all over San Diego. We have about 1,000 units of residential property management, and we've been going for about 14 years. I've been with the business for a little over 10 of them, and now I just run that, and we have a great staff and take care of tenants and landlords.
So you seem pretty young. What got you into the rental side of real estate?
Every little boy dreams of being a property manager. So.
That's what I'm saying.
No, actually, a friend from a local church had a job opening, and I was just getting married and decided to take a chance on this really small business. And over the past decade, we've really built it into a business that has several branches and facets to it.
So is your headquarters in Ramona, or where are you guys located?
Yeah, our main office is there in Ramona. Our office that we bought actually was like where Adobe Animal Hospital used to be, like over there on D Street. And that was a long time ago. Not very many people remember that anymore.
I'm so impressed with what you've done with the business. It's amazing. They have over 1,000 properties now.
Oh, wow.
All over San Diego.
Yeah, and we just love helping those small landlords that struggle with dealing with California. Everybody wants to do right by people, and sometimes when you're going to protect tenants, it creates a really hard situation for landlords. But we've been able to turn that into a positive for our landlords and really mentor them and guide them through the path of navigating those new legislations that come out seemingly every 3 months.
I was just going to ask that because there's so many laws that are constantly changing in California in regards to tenants' rights and landlord rights. What are some things that you've dealt with lately that maybe people don't know, or kind of situations you've ran into?
Yeah, so actually most recently, just starting July 1st, there's new requirements on returning security deposits. So if you have a tenancy that started after July 1st this year, you have to have move-in photos.
Oh.
You have to have move-out photos, and then you have to have photos of whatever you repaired in order to charge a tenant for any damages.
I don't think most people know that.
No, and most of them don't. Most property managers don't know it. You have to really find one that actually cares about staying up on things and doing things the right way, and figures out a way to systemize and overcome those hurdles, because if you mess it up, all of a sudden you're going to owe 3 times that security deposit back to a tenant.
Oh yeah, that's like the arbitration rule or something, right?
Yeah, and they're going to come back at you and say, "Oh, you mishandled the refund of my security deposit," even if you said, "Oh, well,
here it is."
Yeah. The dog could have chewed up a door, right? And clearly that's tenant caused damage. But if you didn't have a move-in photo, a move-out photo, and a picture of the door repaired or replaced, and sent that all with their deposit refund, they're going to they're going to be able to come back at you and
I got
say,
a question.
yeah, not yet.
What about somebody that's in the middle of their lease right now? It's not, they started their lease in maybe March and they end next March. Are do
Yeah,
they fall
so
under that July
the
1st?
move-in photo requirement is not there, but a move-out photo and an after repair photo
Okay.
required.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe landlords used to charge people and then not actually fix things, and that's
Yeah,
not right.
sure.
I mean, you're really supposed to. The law already had it in where you were supposed to actually charge invoices and not just for perceived damages.
Wow, that's insane. And how do you manage over 1,000 doors? Like, how do you juggle that?
I have like the best staff in the world.
Okay.
Um, they're great. We really use a global workforce. So we have everybody with, a bilingual assistant with our tenant basis in San Diego here. And we just have streamlined. The best thing about doing it out of Ramona the whole time is that, we were able to streamline and grab those efficiencies to help us to keep the cost down for a landlord, but also have the best service for them.
Yeah.
So sometimes you get somebody who's just a cheap person outside and they do the bare minimum, but then you get other people that say want to be luxury because they say they're the best. But we're like that value option right in the middle where we provide super high quality service, but at a really affordable rate.
And do you guys have 24-hour service? Like, if there's an emergency in the middle of the
Yeah.
night, what happens?
Yep, we have an emergency pickup line that
Okay.
they answer all the time. If a water pipe bursts, the plumbers literally get out there usually within 30 minutes.
Wow.
That's huge. That's a
Yeah.
good question.
Yeah.
So
What do you do for screening?
yeah, tenant screening. There's a lot of traps in that right now.
Yeah. Oh, is there?
There are, and there's just a ton of fair housing laws that go into effect with that, and more as little legislations come into effect, like especially regarding people that receive Section 8 funds or subsidized housing and different credit reporting requirements that keep changing, and then disparate impact, which is like, how crime rates in different ethnicities might, impact someone in a different way. So we try to make sure that we keep a very standardized method and treat everybody equally. And it's a little different when you are somebody that's screening people and you're running 4 or 5 people every few years versus, I think this last 12 months I've ran over 1,700 applications.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So
Wow.
we look at them a lot and we see them all the time. We know the red flags and we know how to
That's true.
decipher it without violating those fair housing laws.
Wow.
Got it. Yeah, because sometimes the unspoken, you can kind of tell like what's going on in a bigger picture.
Yeah, or like, you can tell that, oh, they didn't pay their Cox bill and they also haven't paid their AT&T bill on their credit. If they're not paying their utilities, how likely are they going to pay
Yeah.
their rent?
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Good point.
So there's little details that you learn over time that can really set you off for a much better tenancy.
I'm so impressed how you built this business and that your plans for the future and then also your involvement in the property management business.
Yeah, well, I mean, with Uplift, our goal is to uplift people, properties, and communities, and that's our mission statement. And so, doing right by people in every situation is our most important function. Now, a lot of times people have a different opinion of what's fair or what's right,
I'm sure.
and we have to go back to whatever contract we have in place. I have to do right by the landlord; they're my client, but I also have an agency relationship with a tenant to provide quality housing that's habitable, that meets state requirements, and it's a ever in conflict relationship
Yeah.
that we're in.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
And I'm so impressed with Tommy. The cool thing is Tommy grew up in Ramona.
I
So
did,
not only
yeah.
is he successful, he grew up in Ramona and has done a lot for the community.
Yeah,
also.
my kids are the 5th generation of my family in Ramona.
Oh, wow.
Generation.
And
Wow.
yeah, it's really cool to see my kids go to the same elementary school that I went to. And
Sure, but I bet that's really
like,
exciting.
it is fun. It's fun going and seeing my own teachers that are still there.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's the
amazing.
best part about a town like Ramona is just the community and the closeness and being able to see the same teachers. You know what I mean? Like, that's amazing.
Well, and the coolest thing for me is that like one person can have a real impact,
Yeah.
right? Like if you have your mindset to it, you can go make a difference in the community. You don't have to jump through a million hurdles with like the city of San Diego or, whatever thing. Like our staff, we decided we wanted to replace picnic benches at the girls' softball fields.
Yeah.
So we went and just I took a business day. I had all my staff there, and we replaced all the wood on 5 picnic tables.
Oh,
And
that's
it's just
cool.
like, all right, now it's done, and those will last for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's just something that you can do as a business owner in a small community, that you can just do little things to make the world a much better place.
And he
Aw,
saved
I
us
love that.
on the Remax balloon ride. You opened the gate for us so we could get in with the
Yeah.
balloon. So like at what, 6 a.m.
When
he
you
was
when
there.
you keep good connections and try to make sure that you're
Yeah.
doing the right thing for people, yeah, it
Yeah.
goes a long way.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm excited. I'm glad I met you. I feel like, you know, you always, sometimes life always comes back, work always comes back around where you need somebody. And so I'm so thankful that I got to meet you. I love that your impact in the 5 generations in Ramona. That's really cool. Is there anything else that you think that we should touch on and talk about as your business or you as a person?
Just like a word to landlords right now is that, you know, the market for rental properties is really interesting right now. It's, you know, we went through years with COVID and like rent prices going up exponentially, and then we got rent caps put on us from the state for certain properties, and then, you know, now we're seeing interest rates changing. Buying and selling market is a lot different as well right now, and the rental market is much following that same curve of slowing down in certain bands.
Sure.
And I would advise landlords to make sure that their listings are competitive. And if you want to know what competitive looks like, feel free to call us and we'll give you a free analysis.
I love that. Yeah, and I also want to
Great.
touch on that too. I recommend using a property manager.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you may think that you know all the laws, but how much they're changing. It's impossible to do your other job, stay on top of it with your tenant, and abide by all those laws. You're likely going to cost yourself more money down the line.
Too many pitfalls.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
way too many. You can't do it on your own. So.
Yeah, we charge 8% of gross rents collected, which is a little bit less than 1 month's worth of rent.
Yeah.
And I literally had a friend who owns a large painting company, and he called me asking for some help. He sold a condo in Carlsbad just a few months ago, and he's doing a 1031 exchange. And his tenant said, "Well, you never gave me the disclosure that said my property was exempt from AB 1482, the Tenant Protection Act, and you owe me 1 month's worth of rent."
Yeah.
And he had to pay it.
Man,
And I'm like,
see?
you could have just paid me.
See,
I
if
would
you
have
don't
had it
know
all
that.
set up for you,
Right.
and you would have been protected and not had to do any of the work. Or you can
Try it.
I've
try
seen
to do it
It's
yourself.
like a
and-
gamble.
I've seen it come up with realtors, licensed realtors, because they
think
don't
they
know.
know,
Most of them
but you
don't
don't.
know the laws. So,
No.
Well, and
yeah.
you'll see more and more realtors that say they want to do property management because transactions are slow and they don't have
Yeah.
a system. They don't
It's
have
not
a
the
vendor
system.
network behind it. They don't have proper trust accounting to make sure that everything's clear, and it just can become a huge liability for
Sure.
the owner at the end of the day. Because when you go sign that PMA, you sign an indemnity clause with that person, and they're going to be able to walk off scot-free in a lot of those situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, keep doing what you're doing, Tommy. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for being on our show.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Jen.
Been great.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching Discover Ramona, and we'll see you next time.